Hey, welcome back to How to Barbecue Right. I'm Malcolm Reed. Today I'm going to show you how I smoke a spiral ham. Now this ham's going to get a little barbecue rub and Dijon mustard on the outside. I'm going to get it in some cherry smoke, and then I'm going to glaze it at the end with some brown sugar honey and a little bit of vinegar sauce to create this tangy, sweet glaze on the outside. It's going to be fantastic. Let's get to cooking. So you could really eat these hams cold, just make ham sandwiches with it. You can warm it up in the oven, but I love to do them out on the smoker in some good fruit wood and put a glaze on the outside. That's what truly makes these spiral hams special, and they're so easy to do. So I picked this spiral ham up from Sam's Club. You can find them pretty much anywhere. They usually weigh between 8 and 10 pounds. What I like about the spiral ham is it's already sliced up for you. It's on the bone, it's holding it all together, but when you cook it, it's easily to cut apart and it's ready to serve. Now I'm doing kind of my barbecue style on this spiral ham. First, I'm starting with a little bit of a binder, and I chose some Dijon mustard for this one because Dijon goes really good with ham. And all I'm gonna do is put a little bit of mustard on and then grab a basting brush and just kind of spread it around. You don't have to worry about how much mustard you're getting on it. You're just creating a little bit of glue for our barbecue rub to stick to it. I'm gonna spin it around, make sure I'm doing a good job on all sides. You'll notice I've got it in a sheet pan on a little raised rack. This is gonna make transporting that ham back and forth to the smoker super easy. Now we're ready for some seasoning, and I'm using my The Barbecue Rub. It has some sugars in it, brown sugar, turbinado, regular table sugar, but it also has some nice barbecue seasonings to give it a pretty color on the outside. It's not gonna be overpowered. We're not trying to turn it into pulled pork. I just want a pretty color, get a little bit of that sugar on there so it'll caramelize, and it's gonna give this spiral ham a really great flavor. You can use any kind of sweet rub that you like. Just pick out your favorite. And I'm gonna kind of tilt it up here where I can make sure I can get all the surfaces. Some of it gets in between the slices. That's even better. Got to get a little bit on this side as well. Just tilting it a little bit. And I'm just gonna kind of pat that rub in on the outside, making sure it sticks. That looks good. We're gonna let it hang out for a few minutes while I fire up my big green egg. So to get the egg going, I'm starting with a basket full of Royal Oak hardwood lump charcoal. Make a little depression and add a tumbleweed fire starter. Now I like to stack a few of the bigger pieces of the lump up over the fire starter so the flames get going. It builds a good bed of coals. When they're good and hot, we want to put our wood in. So I'm using some cherry chunks. 2 or 3 will work just fine. Just kind of space them around on the lit coals. Put your diverter in place, the cooking grate on, then we're going to close the lid. Now for the vents, I'm running the bottom vent intake about 1 inch or so open. I want some air to flow through it. And I'm going to control the temp of the top. I'm just going to crack the vents to where they're about 1/4 open on the wheel. And that's going to be perfect to run about 250, 275. So the egg is smoking right along, 250 degrees. You got some of that cherry smoke going. And now I can just pick up the rack that the ham is on. We're gonna set it dead center on our big green egg. Now all we have to do is close the lid and let it smoke away. And I'm looking to bring this ham up to about 140 degrees internal. Since it's already fully cooked, we don't have to worry about taking it past 140. We're just going to serving temp. It's gonna take about 2.5 hours, then it'll be ready to glaze. I'll show you what it looks like in just a little bit. So the egg's been rocking and rolling at 250 degrees for about 2.5 hours. That means this spiral ham is ready to glaze. Y'all check it out. The outside of it is looking fantastic. The rub puts that beautiful color on it. We got that cherry smoke going, and you can see the pieces starting to separate a little bit. That's how I know it's ready to glaze. Now these spiral hams typically come with some kind of a glaze packet. I don't use those. I like to mix up my own. Today I just took some brown sugar, some honey, and some of my vinegar sauce, stirred it up to where it kind of liquefies a little bit, turns into a glaze. So I'm just gonna drizzle the glaze right over the top of the ham, let it kind of run down the sides, and I'm gonna use my brush to help it get in all the nooks and crannies. You just wanna go all the way around and just drizzle it across the top and let it run. You can spin the pan if you need to get all around it. See what this backside's looking like? Oh yeah, that is beautiful. Got some caramelization going. We're gonna need about 30 more minutes in the heat to really set this sauce. Let it get sticky. It's gonna have the sweetness, the tang. That's what I wanna see on a barbecued smoked ham like this. So I'm just gonna close the lid, let that big green egg stay right there at 250. We'll come back in 30 minutes. It's gonna be time to try it. I can't wait. So it's been 30 minutes. It's time to get this ham to the board. Y'all check it out. That thing looks beautiful. Get you some gloves, a little hand protection. And I wish y'all had some smell-o-vision on this one. That dude is awesome. Man, it's burning the crap out of me. I gotta go. So I'm gonna take it and lay it right here on the cutting board so y'all can see that dude falling out. That's beautiful. So this ham was super easy to cook. You could really do it on any grill. As long as you keep those temperatures about 250 degrees, use whatever rub you like on the outside, a little bit of a binder, put you some good cherry smoke on it. After about 2.5 hours, get the glaze on the outside, let that caramelize for 30 minutes. So we're looking at a 3-hour total time to get this ham up to 140 degrees, and you don't have to rest it right now. It is ready to go. And you know I'm fixing to get me a piece. I'm just gonna come right in here, bare hands. Oh no, you all gotta come out. I gotta get you. Let's see how it turned out. It has the sweetness, the tanginess from the vinegar sauce. The rub gives it a nice little crunch on the outside. It kind of caramelizes on it. That will make an awesome sandwich. I'm getting a little piece here that's got all that extra rub and glaze on it. I love the spiral ham because it's already sliced for you, so serving it is a breeze. Well, this spiral ham is great for the holidays, but really you don't need an excuse to cook one. They're good anytime. I got plans for this one. We're gonna make some delicious sandwiches with it. It's gonna go a long way. Thanks for hanging out with us today at HowToBBQRight. If you like what we're doing, subscribe to the channel. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I'm even doing some TikTok now. And Sheldon and I talk about this ham-tastic recipe on our weekly podcast. Y'all give that a listen too. We'll see y'all next time. Look at that shell. Juicy, a little bit of fat, a little bit of crust on the outside. That's what I'm talking about. That's ham right there.